Well, hello everyone. Just wanted to make a quick video to give an update on the status of our garden. It's been an up and down process this spring, but it's coming along. So here's what we're working on. Down here we've got some peas coming up. Local guy at our Ace hardware store around here said that if you flip a tomato cage upside down, then it's a great medium for peas and beans to climb up. So I'm going to just cut these top little legs off and let the peas climb up the cage. Got a cherry tomato, asparagus, just these are potted plants. And this was just a russet potato in our kitchen that was sprouting, so I chopped it up in 1-inch pieces and it's really coming up nicely. Over here's our grapevine. We thought this thing was dead, so I pruned it back heavily this spring, mainly just to get out of the way, and it has just gone crazy. So I'm just trying to keep it from attacking everything else. We're real pleased with it. It's got, there are little fruit growing on there. I'm trying to find some, and I'll show you if oh, here's some. Like down in here. They're getting bigger all the time. And then this is our Gala apple tree. Unfortunately, the frost got it, so it's going to be fruitless probably this year, but it's real healthy. These are our Yukon Gold potatoes here, and they are just thriving. See down in there, it's just nice and moist, and looking forward to harvesting those. And this raised bed is red potatoes that we just bought a bag of organic red potatoes from the grocery store and planted them. They've been real slow to come up, so I don't know if they're just not going to grow or if they're taking a long time. I think they'll come up. Then over here is our kale. The white powder on the ground is diatomaceous earth. It's an organic natural pesticide that kills bugs, and we've had these little, they're called flea beetles, little black beetles, like maybe you can see. Here's one on this leaf. There's a little flea beetle. This camera's not really focusing well. There we go. Anyway, these things like to chomp on the leaves, and it's not necessarily fatal to the plant, but I put down this powder, and what it does is it slices up the bodies of the little bugs, and it's harmless to the soil and it's harmless to humans. So it's a great all-natural pesticide. It's the petrified remains of a particular kind of bug, so interesting. And this is gold rush lettuce, real pretty, doing real well. This is our arugula, and it's been just really hurt by these little beetles, so I put the diatomaceous earth real heavy around them. But the arugula is so tasty. If you've never tried it, you should. Really spicy on the front end, and then it tastes like peanuts. Really cool. This is 3-leaf lettuce. Again, it's just doing real well. And then 3-heart lettuce. It's a little smaller, but coming along. You can see, that's my hand. Then over here we've got a romaine. This has been some of my favorite. I come out here most days and just find a leaf and pull it off of there and heat it up. Then we got lots of peppers over here. Habanero, jalapeno, bell pepper, lots of stuff. And carrots. And these are Danvers. Another pepper back there. Pepper, carrots, rogue corn plant, carrots, pepper, carrots, corn. This is called blue jade corn. It's a really neat heirloom variety. Gives you dark blue ears of sweet corn. Our compost pile back there. More blue jade corn. Yes, sis?
I'm drinking my water.
Oh, good job. Okay. We'll be quiet for just a minute so I can make this video.
Okay.
Coming over here, another pepper. And then watermelon. 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 And you're noticing all the wood chips. This is the back to Eden garden technique. And the black stuff around the plants is our organic compost. I sifted out our compost pile yesterday. And this is our finished compost. Black, airy, light, moist, really nice stuff. So I added it in a few places. These are more potatoes, more Yukon Gold potatoes. Doing real well. And over here, a raspberry plant we planted a couple months ago. It's got some raspberries on there, and I can't resist. Let's see if I can get this off. Once again. A little bit of dirt never hurt anyone. Real tasty. This is a Golden Delicious apple tree. It's a dwarf variety. This was just a loose bare root apple tree. It was nothing but a stick in the mail. So all this growth is new in the last few months. This is a cantaloupe, spaghetti squash, Gala apple tree, another dwarf. I'm coming over here. Cucumbers coming up from seed. This bed we've got some tomato plants that have just pushed up through the wood chips. This is one of them, and then these guys over here just pushing up through the chips from last year's crop. Another cucumber. This one's from seed. You can see nice green, real vigorous leaves. This one's a potted plant, and it's doing well too, but it's just definitely not as rigorous looking as the cucumber from seed. Got some cabbage here. Real cool. Tomatoes. Lots of tomato plants. These tomatoes have not done as well this year as they did in our bed last year before we put chips in. So I think they're a little short on nitrogen until the wood chips have had a chance to break down a bit more. I'm going to be adding a little bit of organic fertilizer. And then the rest of this bed is sweet corn. This is called Golden Bantam Improved Corn. It's an heirloom variety from the 1850s. Apparently the guy who had this particular variety agreed to let his friend, quote unquote, borrow the seed, and the friend turned around and sold it for $2,000. But it's a real nice heirloom variety. This bed has some areas that are real sunny, so you can see this corn is about 3.5 feet tall, and it's only June 30th. Whereas over here is where it's the most heavily shaded. It's only like a foot and a half. So you can see the corn really needs that sun. We went ahead and planted it anyway. Alright, and now we'll make our way across the yard. Got our strawberry bed there. These lilac plants were totally dead when we moved in, I thought, and again I pruned them all the way down. I'll show you here. I used my chainsaw, I just cut them down. And this is all about 2 months growth. Really shows me how important it is to prune. And this is a lot of flowers. I don't know what some of this stuff is, but this is a cantaloupe. Another raspberry plant. I'll show you the berries here. They're coming along. Taking a little while to ripen. It doesn't get quite as sunny over here, but we planted this a couple months ago and I wasn't too happy with how it was growing, and then I noticed this whole shoot here is just totally new. So it's coming. It's coming along. Back here we've got a cucumber, watermelon. You can see these are potted. We went ahead and supplemented the stuff we had planted from earlier in the spring. This is the, we just got this at Walmart. This is the Heinz Classic Heirloom Tomato. Excited about that. This is a little Roma tomato. See, this is cilantro. And is this sage? I can't remember. Another raspberry plant. This is a white raspberry plant. You can see kind of cool color there. few more annuals, and then one of my favorites, basil. And then this is marjoram over here, really neat. Another annual, or no, perennial, sorry. And cabbage. And more flowers. I'm not as big of a flower person, that's Liz's thing. But they're pretty. And then this is a cool thing, these are blueberries. And as you know, blueberries are acid-loving plants. And our soil here in Eaton is very alkaline. So when we put these in the soil, they just shriveled up. I thought they were gone. They were down to just a few stems and really unhealthy looking foliage. But we put the wood chips around them and they just came roaring back. So the foliage, you can see some of this foliage is a little bit red, and that indicates that they would like the soil to be a little bit more acidic, but they're surviving. And I think the wood chips are a big reason why. So we're excited to have some blueberries. So that's what we're working on. Thanks for watching. Bye.